Alright, how do you start one of these things again? I don't know. Hey guys, it's me, Tristan. Welcome to Backyard Insanity Productions again. This is a different video. So this video is a bit different because, first off, it's not a comedy skit. It's not a skit in general. It's more of a vlog. It's weird, I know. Nobody really wants to hear my face. That didn't make sense. So I wanted to make this video to try and catch people up on what I've been doing, as well as how the channel is supposed to be progressing, and things like that. We've been a little all over the place. 2020 hit me pretty hard as far as having a creative outlet. The channel took a hit as far as I stopped producing skits. We had one skit come out in October of 2020, and that was the debut of the Dr. Disaster skit, because it was the only skit that I felt comfortable enough with being a social distance skit for me to have people together and make one. I also released a couple of blooper videos to try and keep things lighthearted, and I felt like I needed to still produce something. So 2020 was pretty small as far as a year of creating things, and as with every year, my goal is to do more films, and then 2020 happened. But that doesn't mean I'm not busy. If you don't know, over on Twitch as well as on YouTube, I am over on the Roll Call D&D, or D&D Roll Call, the Roll Call Studios. There's the banner right there, right behind me. Ooh, fancy. I did the logo. I am the editor as well as the graphic designer, and I also play things like D&D on that channel. So I'm always busy with that, whereas Backyard Insanity Productions has kind of taken a back seat because of pandemic. Woo! It's a serious thing. The hope was that in 2021 we'd kind of get back on track and hope that things can get rolling again. But that was very optimistic of us because, you know, the pandemic doesn't just quit after 2020, as well as everything else that kind of happened in 2020. But along with waiting for things to kind of calm down, it doesn't mean that I haven't stopped working. Along with Roll Call, I'm constantly writing scripts. I'm talking to people like Chris, who you've seen in a lot of the videos as an actor, a director, a writer, and we're always trying to come up with ideas. We're writing scripts, and we're trying to figure out where we are. But things have started clearing up a bit, and we're hoping to pursue more filming projects in the near future. But that doesn't mean that 2021 has kind of been a bust as far as working on projects. Just not my projects. That makes sense. Let me explain. So along with working in 2020 behind the scenes with my own like scripts and stuff like that, I had the honor of working with the channel Balloon Pirates with some of their videos as a voice actor, as well as into 2021 I've done a few with them as well, with the hopes of doing more in the future. So you can go over and check out their channel, and you can find that down in the description to hear my goofy voice on their weird animations. They specialize in memes. It's like you major in memes. Help! He's trying to sting me! But that's not it. Along with that project, in early 2021, I had the great privilege of working with the film group NightOwl Pictures. I've done 2 videos with them with the hopes of doing more with them in the future. You can check out them as well. I'll have them linked in the description below as well. I've had a lot of fun working with other people and getting more input and hoping to work with them more in the future. Hopefully try and bring them into our film group for some projects, you know, collaborate a bit and just have a good time.
Now you listen to me. The ramifications of losing this man will be catastrophic to what we are trying to accomplish here. Now tell me you understand.
And that's just a couple of the groups that we've more recently worked with the hopes of working with other ones in the future. But as we continue to work with more groups, it did bring me into the thought process of something that I've been pondering for a while, and it made me realize that I didn't want to hold myself to one style. And what I mean by that is, people who know me know that my humor ranges from, you know, bad pun dad jokes to dark humor. I have interest in, you know, superheroes and horror, and I have a wide range of interests, and I didn't want to just stick with one film option where it's the short little skits and little fun things. I wanted to revisit old skits that I had written, or I wanted to revisit old ideas and write scripts for them, and I wanted to just kind of make things that I wanted to make. Now, that being said, that does mean that some of these are not going to be as, I guess, family friendly as some of my stuff has already been. I forgot there was a mic here. So I wanted to try and, I guess, prepare people for that. I mean, in this video is kind of that, but I've also been playing with the idea of something that I've seen on other sketch comedies, and that's put some kind of like content warning or a rating on a video to kind of let someone know, like, hey, this one will involve pew pews, and this one will involve dark humor, or, you know, this one is a straight up horror film, and things like that. So I've been playing with the idea of putting some kind of content warning, or if people are really not that worried about it, then just let people see this video and know that I'm going to work on other things. But as I continue to work with the idea of wanting to do more projects of varying styles, I have to kind of come to terms with something that I've noticed about my stuff, as well as things in general, is we white. What I mean by that is that we're predominantly a white male film group. I am a white male filmmaker, and I wanted to make sure that I didn't just keep it as that. As much as my friend groups kind of range as far as race, gender, and other interests, I want to make sure that my film projects do the same thing. I want to get more people of color into the film stuff that I do. I want to get more I want more women in these things, and not in a sleazy way. And when it comes to both the women and more people of color, I want actors, I want writers, I want directors, or collaborations or stuff like that. I want to make sure that I'm incorporating them everywhere. I don't want to just put them on screen and like use it as a banner of, like, look, I'm not racist. I want to make sure that I'm highlighting people. I want to make sure that I'm giving people who don't have a full film group somewhere where they can feel comfortable coming to and going, hey, I have an idea and I would like to do something, and we're like, yes, let's make it happen. I feel like I've taken some steps as far as, like, for example, NightOwl Pictures is predominantly a POC film group, which is fantastic because it was a very different perspective on a lot of things. There was, and again, just working with other people were great, and I had a great time working with them, and I look forward to working with them more in the future. And I want to see if I can just get more people involved in general, and because I mean, that's the point of this, isn't it? It's to film and have a good time and have stuff that we can show our friends or watch in the future and just have a good time. And that's what I want to keep going and doing. So if you're someone who would like to work with me or work with the group that we normally have, or if you're someone who wants to make something but you don't have the means to, I'm happy to try and get people involved and work. If you have a script and you're like, how do I need a group of people to film this with, I look forward to hearing from you. I look forward to collaborating with people. I look forward to hearing new ideas, new perspectives, or even just correcting things that I've done. I mean, I'm not perfect. I will never be perfect. I want to make sure that I'm holding myself accountable for things if I'm doing something that's not right. And whether they're intentional or not, I want to make sure that I'm being held accountable as a filmmaker in a lot of ways. But I look forward to collaborating and working with more people and having a good time filming again. It's been a while. It's been stressful these last couple of years. I just want to make filmmaking fun again and have a good time and just make stuff that I want to make, and make stuff that would make other people happy if they want to make something. I'm very big on giving people a platform to do stuff on. Oh, I have a merch store. Let me rephrase that. I made a merch store for Backyard Sanity Productions and my own personal stuff. I made it on Redbubble, and I'll link to it in the description below. You'll be able to find all kinds of stuff on there, from our Backyard Insanity logo stuff, SWAT Team, Dr. Disaster, some of my voice acting stuff, my cartoon face. Look at it. Look at this cartoon face. It's adorable. I drew you. And now you're on this shirt. So along with the merch store being a new thing that I'm trying, there's also talk of trying other new things, such as streaming. There's been a lot of talks of trying to get me to stream live on Twitch, maybe stream with people like Zeke's Way or Tragic Backstory. That would be Zeke and Brandon, respectively, from the Roll Call crew. And, you know, as another way to just kind of interact with more people, have a good time, you know, play some horror games or play some other like action games or just weird things. Maybe get some of the characters from the skits into things like get Dr. Disaster in DC Universe Online or something. And just have some more good fun things. Plus, I like video games. I want to play more of them. I mean, along with the stream, there's also been the idea of coming up with a podcast. So far, the working title is the Backyard Insanity Podcast. Very inventive. I know. I did it all by myself. Aren't you proud of me? And I mean, the podcast, I wanted it to be a place where we could talk to other people who make creative projects, authors, artists, filmmakers, other creative activities, nerd culture, have debates, maybe like pit heroes against each other, which cartoon is better and things like that. Just have a good time with good people, friends, guests, and stuff like that, and have a good time. Plus, who wouldn't want me to get all close to a microphone and be like, "Hello, welcome to the Backyard Insanity Podcast. I will be your host, Tristan Briggs. Today, we are talking about Snuffleupagus. What is he? What is he for? Who is he? And where did he go?" I don't know. It's something that I think would be fun. So if you're interested in the stream or the podcast, feel free to let me know. You can find Backyard Insanity on YouTube. You can find us on Facebook. I've also started an Instagram where I keep posting pictures of projects, whether they are film or they are art in general, as I keep trying new things. Backyard.insanity, not that inventive still. I made a brand, all right? Don't question me. It works. Most of the usernames aren't taken. So that's about all I really have to catch you guys up on this project, and I look forward to being able to create more things with more people, try new things, and just overall doing things that make me happy. If 2020 has taught me anything, I'd rather be happy. I mean, I'd rather be not stuck in my house sometimes, but I want to be happy. And I want to do things that make me happy. I don't have time to not do things that make me happy. So here's to trying new things. Here's to more creative endeavors. Here's to the future. I don't know how to... I don't know how to end a video like this. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye.